I don't know what you're about to say.
Yeah,
I think, does it have to do with down?
Of course it does.
Down here or something?
Of course it does. I think
'Cause
that it's obvious shots are fired, and I'm wondering where it's going to go. Because, yeah, okay, nobody's naming names, but it's fucking obvious. I mean, as much as somebody might want to lie to themselves about what the song means and what that particular verse means, I'm just saying, like, it's obviously about psychopathic. It's obviously about ICP. And that's a really hard pill to swallow, and it makes me really emotional because obviously you don't want to think that they're over here fucking each other over.
Because I've just heard, about this song, and I've heard it a couple of times, but I guess it just never hit me like that. Like, what lyric are you talking about?
Here, I'll pull them up, because I don't know them word for word yet, okay? But yeah, it killed me, dude.
Because CPN, he was one of the first ones to say, he's like, I'm just going to say it right now, down here, or down with us, or whatever it's called, something's going to be said about this song.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen it. I've seen people saying, I guess I just haven't paid attention to that one song that deep yet.
Okay. So we took the road that are less traveled and unraveled the code. They want to lock it and load. It's like a gun battle. It showed everyone, I suppose, exactly how to get here and survive down below. But instead of most of those chose to find the light, and I suppose it'd be all right if they were still standing here tonight. But they ain't want to listen. Like I had static on the mic, but that was just a sign of their spite. I had to sit and think about betrayal, and I died. At least a little piece of me was twisted up inside, and I don't mean twisted like contacts and knives. I mean twisted like, damn, all that was a lie. Like, damn, no more homies by my side, no more happenings of anything, and I broke down despite. I know I said it was forever until the day we died, but I'd never thought you'd be the reason we'd have to fight to survive. And that shit fucking kills me.
God damn.
You know what?
I'm about to cry right now. Like, I'm really about to cry right now.
But you know what that triggered with me was memories of Mono rapping about his baby mama taking his daughter away, like when he got real serious. So it's funny how he pulled that emotional card, but it's so fucking like Twiztid to just bombard you with images, and if you're picking up on everything, then you're an attentive motherfucker, because it's so easy to have things kind of slip by you. Or you hear it, and it's like maybe you're digesting it, but you hear more shit. So when you're done listening, it's hard to digest everything.
Sure, dude. I mean, I because I picked up bits and pieces of it, and I listened to it about 8 times in a row, because I was like, am I hearing...
enough times, or when you hear someone just read the lyrics, like, it sounds very clear.
And then the very last part is, but everybody gathered and they all stood by our side, and that's the reason why we're never leaving what they've designed, something even greater than anything you can find, and down here is the only place that it survives. That shit is obvious as fuck, and it just hurts my heart. And I don't really know how to feel about it, because I would like to think the type of people that they were whenever I'd had interactions with them, I've been a fan of theirs for a long time. Like, to me, a lot of the shit that they do now is more sincere and is more oriented for the experience, not as much as...
What I hear what you're saying is, like, there's a maturity to Twiztid's music. They got cards up their sleeves. So... they learned so much from Psychopathic and from ICP back in the day, and I know that from my own experience, you can join a group, a label, you can sign a contract, you can form a brotherhood, you can become a clique, you can basically be in a family, and things can change so quickly. And it's amazing how long Twiztid lasted on Psychopathic, if you think about it. And the time it took for people to come and go, the rotating door that Psychopathic has been, Twiztid lasted a phenomenal amount of years at Psychopathic.
Yeah, Twiztid is paramount Psychopathic.
it is some deep lyrics, and when shit like that happens, like the falling out, I like to ignore it. That's the first, like, I ignore it, pretend like it ain't happening. So I think that's what I do is I just like try to ignore it. Fuck it, we'll see what happens.
You mean wait to see the shitstorm of videos that get made
Yeah.
and just like eat popcorn like Michael Jackson in the comments?
I watched that video the other day. It was pretty good. But besides what he's rapping about, that verse flows like fucking monkey bars. Just fucking keeps going. Like, god damn, like they're getting good.
Yeah, I think they're definitely evolving. I think the fact that they could afford to step it up and step out of the box that they had been put in metaphorically really shines through, especially on the production quality and the beat quality of these fucking songs, for sure.
But I'm a little fucking emo. Was it Take It Down or Take It Away? That's the song.
Take It Away.
To me.
Yeah, dude, it's really good.
Like that's my fucking song.
I too have feelings, and they're dark ones. I'm like, this is the best fucking song ever. And in my bathroom, like smoking a bowl, crying to myself.
I was working when I heard that song.
Everyone's got a complaint. Oh, Twiztid's so fucking emo, and all they sing about is fucking girls and fucking crying and feeling some type of way. And I'm like, well, when the fuck did you start listening to Twiztid? Because that's always been what they were about.
Right. It's like, you know what? Go listen to Daft Punk and go be a robot since you ain't got no fucking emotions.
Serious. That needs to be on a t-shirt.
I was going to throw some criticisms out. No, they're not constructive.
Not to dwell on shit and make it, you know, a sad time conversation, but I just wonder, because of the fact that that content is so obvious, if ICP will come back on them and what that will be like. And I wish that it was just a carefully sculpted plan between the two groups to cause a ruckus and sell albums. But I don't know, something, it just all seems so sincere, and it fucking pisses me off, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, because I want to believe, and this is a silly notion, and I should probably let go of that because I'm not 15 years old anymore, but I want to believe that my heroes are exactly how I think they are in my mind. And I know it sounds totally cheesy to say that out loud because we're all fucking old as fuck. But it just really sucks.
Well, this reminds me of when Twiztid put out the video for Down With Us, and the reaction that it got from people who were interpreting that song and that video as shots fired to ICP with like every minute detail of verses, like, you know, Mono saying something about J's. He's talking about fucking sneakers, but Violent J's name is Jay, so it's like, is there a connection? I'm just saying that we pay so close attention that we're overanalyzing the fuck out of things. But like you said, you hear this shit and it makes you feel a certain way. It's not like you're digging too deep. You're just listening to the fucking lyrics. That shit's fucking in your face. It's not like you have to. It's not a stretch of the imagination, because there's only so many things that you can attribute to what these words are. Like I said, it really made me feel like I was listening to an old song where Mono's like venting about his baby mama. You know what I mean?
Because you can tell like it's some sincere shit.
That strife in his life, and that you can hear it in his voice. You know?
I don't know, dude. I just feel like that shit is deep as fuck, and it bothers me. I've been thinking about it, actually, not to sound crazy again, but it's been giving me like fucked up anxiety, and I'm just like laying in bed at night like, is there going to be another Dark Lotus album? If there is, are they just in it for the money at that point because they hate each other? Is it going to get to the point where they hate each other? Have they hated each other for years? Have they hated each other since Heartbroken and Homicidal?
All right. I understand where your anxiety is coming from now, because that's that real shit right there. You
I'm
just
like, I
basically
want to cry.
that sucks because you're so right, man. This could have been fucking like doomed from the get-go, from the jump, from the fucking magic. You know, when they first tried to do their magic records, whatever the fuck. You know, back in Green Book fucking era. You know what I mean?
And then, like, when he says fucking Twiztid, like, damn, all that was a lie. Like, all what was a lie? Holy shit, what are you talking about? I need to know for my own sanity. And then it's like, if you do know, is it better to know the truth, or is it better to just be blind to it because you love it so much? It's almost like when like people believe in God or in aliens or something, and they're really convicted about their beliefs, and then something dispels it. Not saying either or does or doesn't exist, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just kind of shitty.
That's crazy because, you know, when you're listening to a CD, it's all new and you're tripping out, you don't know how to take it. I guess I never really seen or listened to that song that deep, and it never hit me because, you know, Take It Away, that one fucking hit me so hard.
Right, it's your song,
you know,
sure.
You're just like, fuck. So I think about my anxiety and whatever, and it's like, I'm going to have to go back to that song and really, really listen to it now.
I know. Yeah,
Because,
dude, hit me up and let me know what you think, because I'm, like, dying over here.
right, because, I don't know, I get into those songs, you know, I get my anxiety or whatever, and I just, I guess I didn't listen to it deep enough because I didn't get that feel from that song. You know, money is the root of all evil is not just a line that hipsters like to say. It's real shit.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. Money ruins everything, and it probably was real at once, and maybe now not so much. But that's, you know, that's real. Money fucks everything up.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people, you know, money changes them, get different attitudes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
Yes. I mean, the most important thing to me is, like, that I'm a juggalo that has juggalo homies. So, in the end, like, yeah, I like to bump the music and shit, but even if they both stopped making music, which would really fucking suck, like, juggalos would still get together and we would still have what we do, but it's just fucking crazy to think, like, it's crazy for me to have any kind of negative thought about either side, because it's like, that's something that I told myself, you know, from the time I was fucking 11 till now, like, I'll always be down with ICP. I know that for sure. And then it's like you hear shit that makes you question yourself. And I'm not saying, like, oh, I'm not down with ICP and fuck them, but it's just like, whoa, what the fuck?
You know, it's not like this is the first time ICP has been through this, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Their integrity and reputation has been challenged, to say the least, throughout the years. You're always going to be a target when you're on top. When you're on top, maybe you become someone that, you know, that you didn't intend to be when you were on your way there. You know, kind of like a Scarface fucking syndrome or whatever, if that even exists. You really need to fucking get yourself dirty so that you can build up your fucking immunity. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
For real, because before all that fucking bullshit, it really was kind of like ignorance, and it was very blissful.
Yeah, dude, 100%. I would rather never know, to be real with you. Like, surely, I would rather never know that they had problems.
One of the reasons why, I don't know about everybody else, but I always liked ICP, Twiztid, all them. It's like, they're as real as it gets. You know, they'll tell you straight up what the fuck's up. No, we don't like fucking smoking weed or whatever. There was a time, you know, whatever, we don't care no more. We were a loser, whatever, food stamps and all that shit. The best way for them to come out of this, do it on psychopathic radio, sit each other, look, this is what happened. It is what it is. We do like each other. We don't like each other. You're lucky we're in this room, whatever, but just both sit down, talk, make it a show or whatever, say how it started, and if it ends or whatever, and that's the best way for both of them to come out, the winners, I guess you can say. That's the only way I see it working.
You're saying that Twiztid should be invited on to Psychopathic television, or wait, it's not Psychopathic radio.
Radio or whatever it is.
No, it's Hatchet TV.
Yeah, Hatchet TV or whatever. No extra people, no DJ Clay or whatever.
Go
Jay
home,
and Shaggy
DJ Clay.
and Twiztid.
I just seen a fucking poster for ABK's Warpath featuring Keegan. That comedian is now a fucking guest.
That's weird.
of ABK's show. It's the first fucking advertisement for the new fucking the comeback.
Nice.
So you know that they're gonna be rolling out shows. Now, what I would like to see as a show of good faith.
Man, you acting like a sucker believing in that fish dish is bullshit. Man, I don't even like fish.
Because to be an optimist, even if that song does have some shots fired, and even if ICP does make reference to, that's the thing, because ICP, they have a reputation as well for not really mixing business with pleasure when it comes to Joker's cards, but when it comes to sideshows, anything goes, right? When it comes to singles, they'll drop they'll drop that Krayshawn song, but it has nothing to do with the Mighty Death Pop. You know what I mean? They'll do Eminem is nothing but a bitch, but that's all about fucking Outer Space album, and all the other fucking disses. We'll put those on Forgotten Freshnesses, but well, then again, they did really fucking focus in on Chris Brown and Dog the Bounty Hunter, but that was a whole part of their shtick. They actually just decided to put a microscope on a couple of fucking douchebags, That's why I love ICP. And it is a cutthroat business, and it's not pretty, and Twiztid did end up leaving, and you know what? I don't put it past them to fucking vent in their music, but it's kind of like, really? Are you gonna make music that's coming from within? Like, are you really upset about fucking Psychopathic and you gotta put it on a track?
Yeah, like if it's bugging you that much, fucking say it already.
Maybe that's what this is.
Just really no song, just let's be real.
If you look at the skits and you listen to the fucking, Dr. Weasel and my medication ain't working and where the fuck are you and I got problems, wouldn't that be the only acceptable place to file this fucking song? In the category of, let's get over it already, motherfucker. You know what I mean? You crazy motherfucker.
Look, that's what the next CD is, the moment we all been waiting for. They're going to reveal what happened.
Some people might have gotten a fucking raw deal. And everything that I ever knew about being a juggalo that comes out of Twiztid's mouth that I want to say, fuck yeah, I agree with you. I don't know if I can say I agree with you when you're now fighting with my homies, who used to be your homies. So, yeah, it's fucked up. Where's my alliance?
I just cried about it when I first realized what I interpreted it as. I mean, there's really no interpreting it. That's what it is. I'm right. That's it. I mean, if you can give me another example of what it should be, all day, go for it. But you can't, because that's what it is.
Mono's going to be up on Twitter fucking writing paragraphs. Like, no. This is what I fucking meant, fam. Come on.
I know. I don't know, though. I mean, maybe he's not, because he's said some pretty obvious shit in some interviews and shit, like, we left Psychopathic, and if we didn't, then Twiztid would be dead, and we couldn't get our recording done because there was everybody's fucking kids running around in the studio, and,
I'm a bad, bad man.